Hey everyone, welcome back to Seven Shepherds Farm. Today we're going to do kind of a different video. We're going to talk about the prices that sheep are bringing right now. So this past weekend, Saturday, February 14th, we went to Norwood Producers Auction in Norwood, Missouri, and we just sat for a few hours, some entertainment for the kids on a rainy day, and we just observed what lambs and kids for goats are bringing. Obviously we only have sheep, so that's the main numbers we're going to go over today. But some things that we observed, I guess sheep are bringing pretty good money right now.
Yeah, the market's very hot right now. So if you have any sheep to get rid of, or any lambs, now would be the time, the way it looks. It's only like the 50 to 60 pound range. They're bringing like averaging $4.40, which is $246 for just a 50 to 60 pound lamb. So, and it pretty well only goes up, from there. So 60 to 70 pounders, they're averaging $4.34 at that market over the weekend, and that's $273 per lamb. So that's probably, we sold this time last year, so that's like probably $120 more than what we were getting last year for those, same size.
Yeah,
so
last year we
really went up a lot since last year.
Last year we were getting between $150 and $180 a head on 50 to 70 pound lambs. So yeah, in a year's time, it's went up $100 per head for the 50 to 70 pound range size. So that's pretty good for, I think the owner did make a comment on Facebook like this, the highest price per pound that they've ever sold at that barn.
The most money they've ever made in one sale at that sale barn, but not the most head that went through. So prices are really good.
Prices are good for sheep. I mean, they are for cattle too right now, but for sheep, they're bringing really good money. Like 70 to 80 pound range, we're bringing $403 a pound. So right at $276 a head. Yep. 80 to 90 pound lambs, we're bringing $3.70 a pound. So right at $310 a head. And then 90 to 100 pound lambs, we're bringing $354 a pound average. So $336 a head for those, bigger, probably almost yearling lambs, Right. And then they had a class of 108 pounds and they were bringing $346 a head. So we were kind of just trying to get an idea on when we want to sell these winter lambs that we have, because now we're going to sort through them tomorrow, but we're thinking we have over 100 head. So at first we were kind of like, is it even going to be hardly anything to mess with? And then now over 100 head, that's something we need to start thinking about. Are we going to sell them off the ewe? Are we going to try to fatten them out? So obviously we're going to miss this Ramadan holiday, which is why they're bringing really good money right now for the next month from February 16th through March 16th. Is that what they said?
Yeah, it's for a month, I believe. So.
About a month's time. You got the Ramadan holiday, so they're bringing really good money right now. But then they said towards May, there'll be like an EID holiday, and they'll also be bringing good money in May. So we're hoping maybe with this surprise lamb crop, we can sell them in May if we can get them fat enough by then. So
right. Yeah, when we thought we were going to have like a dozen, maybe 2 dozen lambs, it wasn't really that big of a concern. But now that we have, I'm guessing 100, 150 lambs out there now. So we'll know tomorrow. But, it's a little more of a concern. We want to hit a good market with those lambs. Now that we have so many, we don't want to waste that opportunity. So that male market looks like it's going to be the one that we need to get them up to a good weight for that market. So we just kind of wanted to go with this one, see what everything is bringing. The lighter weights, they seem to always bring really good money. I mean, that's kind of somewhere between 50 and 70 is what we typically try to hit. But even bigger than that, they really make, it's probably worth feeding them longer if you have a good place for them. Feed's pretty cheap right now too, so.
But also we know that the market drops off in the heat of the summer. July through August, September, you're not going to get nearly these prices. So basically after going to the sale, we think it's probably worth putting in some extra money, like to feed them maybe some soy holes or better alfalfa hay, something to give them kind of more protein and energy and get them fatter faster, basically.
Yeah. So we're going to sort those off. So we're going to sort the lambs and the ewes with the lambs. We're going to sort them off from the rest of the flock. So there's probably going to be about 800 of the ewe lambs, which are about 8-9 months old. We're going to put them in one flock, and then the ones that the older ewes with the babies on them, we're going to sort them off tomorrow and put them in their own flock. And then probably put some alfalfa into those. And then, like Courtney said, some soy hulls or something to help bump up their weight on those lambs so we can hit that May market. Because ours are usually, they don't grow that fast just on grass. So if we want to hit the May market, we're probably going to have to put something a little more into them than just regular old stockpile. So,
and again, we've said it a million times, but this is not when we lamb. We don't lamb in the winter. We lamb May 1st. So we're used to hitting, we usually send ours like the second January sale of the year. Like we send them right after the first of the year. So we usually send them in January, sometimes February if we have like a spell of bad weather. So this is the time of year we're used to selling lambs. So basically we kind of had to do some homework to see when we were going to sell this random crop of lambs. So it's just part of the job.
Yeah, we don't want to waste the opportunity. So we have all these lambs. We don't want to just let them all go to waste.
We don't want to sell them in the worst time, which would be like July through September. Right. And then if we hold on to them till October, November, when the market starts going back up, they're going to be big. I mean, they'll be 80 pounds by then. So. And
we have to do something with them all summer. We really don't. I don't want to move 3 or 4 different groups of sheep all year. So, the fewer groups that we have, the better. So if we can hit that May market, that would really save us a lot of trouble this summer. So. And
we did do a little bit of pricing to soy holes in our area, just from our local MFA. Were
$162 a ton.
$162 a ton. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't remember.
That's cheap feed.
Yeah. And it'll put some weight on them. We have some alfalfa that we bought during the 2023 drought for our cows that we didn't use all of it. So we still have probably 30 large bales of alfalfa. So we're going to use that up too. It's just a good opportunity to use that to fatten them too. Also, just for some fun information, like some ewes, like open ewes that, I mean, we would consider them cull ewes, but I think a lot of people were buying them for breeders because the prices are so good right now. A lot of people are wanting to get into sheep. Yeah. They were bringing like $265. That was like a group of 43 head, and like $235 was another group per head of just open big ewes.
If they're bred, they're bringing at least $100, probably $100 more than that on average.
Yeah, so. There was a group of bred ewes that went through like a group of 30 or 40, and they were bringing like $340 a head. So then they were confirmed bred. So anyways, some of the groups we watched go through, basically if you want to get them up to like 80 or 90 pounds, you could make anywhere between $310 and $340 a head on them. But if you wanted to just get rid of them,
50
at 5 months old, at 50 to 60 pounds, 250 to 265 a head is, some of the groups that we watched. But the USDA report was like the first thing I said. So anyways, very good prices considering they went up $100 in a year's time. That was good news for us because obviously we just kind of got into it big. So it's good news for us. And I know I've had a lot of questions, people asking whether we would sell like ewe lambs this spring. And basically it just kind of depends. Like if we think they're worthy to sell, absolutely we will. But we have to make sure that they turn out, and we don't want to sell anybody anything that doesn't turn out. So
we don't want to sell anything directly to another customer that's not going to be great. So anything that's subpar to us is going to go to the sale market.
Their ewes look great. So as long as their lambs turn out good, that is something we are open to selling directly in May if we think that they're worthy. So anyways, reach out to us if you think you want to buy them directly, but otherwise they will be going to the sale in May. But anyways, tomorrow we'll take a video of us kind of sorting the older ewes and the younger ewes and kind of just take you along on that. I'll put out that video later this week. But we just kind of wanted to talk to everybody about what we thought about the market. We think it's looking really good right now. And it was just a fun day to take the kids and let them see once. We had never been to an actual sheep market. We've always sent them, but we've never actually went to watch. We watched cattle sales, but we've never actually been to a sheep sale. So it was fun to watch.
If the market holds up for another 3 or 4 years, we'll be all right. So.
Might turn this thing around real fast. We'll see. But, well, thanks for watching and following along, and we'll see you again later this week.